Hi everyone, hope everybody's having a great day today. I am having a really good day, and let me tell you why. So, we're gonna have a little story time before we do this casual playthrough with Luke Kane today, okay? So here's the deal. It's cold and wet outside right now. Real cold, and then we just started getting some rain early this morning. Because of that, it always takes me back to another time. For me, it's back in 1993. And I'll tell you why. You're gonna laugh when I tell you the story, but to me, it's cool, but like y'all probably think it's stupid, and that's fine. But just hear me out. So back in '93, I was working with my dad at the time. We would go around and do jobs, and I would also just hang out at his shop where he worked at. And I would hang out at the desk, and I would just read this mag. So I was a helper, but not really. You know what I mean? I was a kid, so I didn't do a whole lot of stuff. So I really just kind of hung out with my dad. This was late summer, kind of going into the fall time. But basically, just the weekend before it kind of we started getting like a lot of rain and a lot of cold weather. Like I said, it's kind of going into the fall time. So just the weekend before it started doing that, I picked up I'm a big fan of EGM magazine, guys. So I picked up my Electronic Gaming Monthly magazine, and this is my actual copy from back then, from 1993. And first of all, I saw the cover. I mean, look at the cover. It's got all the classic Mortal Kombat characters in there. This issue particularly talks about, it says 8-page EGM exclusive Mortal Kombat for Super Nintendo, Genesis, Game Boy, and Game Gear. So this is what this issue was talking about. So like I said, I picked up my magazine, this actual magazine, the weekend before, and so when I went to work that Monday, like I said, it was already raining and wet and cold and all that kind of dreary weather. Well, I had picked up this magazine right before that, and so I became obsessed with this magazine. I was looking at all the pictures of the Mortal Kombat characters and screenshots and reading the articles, stuff like that. So I was obsessed. I literally was obsessed with, getting it for, at the time I didn't know, Super Nintendo or Sega Genesis. It was a battle, like which one am I going to get it for? And, but yeah, again, short story, kind of a silly story, but when I think of cold, wet weather, I always think of playing Mortal Kombat 1 because that was me. When I was a kiddo, I remember that time period where I got this magazine and I just obsessively looked at it and read it, during that cold, wet weather. And so yeah, when I think of that weather, it always takes me back to that time in my life. So guys, let me give you a closer shot of this first of all. That's kind of far away, but there's the actual EGM magazine. But yeah, guys, love it. I'm glad that I kept this copy after all these years, which I'm not really surprised. I'm kind of a pack rat anyways. So I keep all my stuff, all my toys, all my old school magazines, stuff like that. All these years, I've still got all that stuff. So I'm pretty happy that I managed to keep them in pretty good shape. So, but anyways, guys, I know it's an odd story, but I wanted to share with you guys. I noticed it was raining outside this morning. It was already cold. And I wanted to share with you guys just my experience with getting all hyped up for Mortal Kombat 1 for the home consoles, and what cold, wet weather, makes me want to do. It makes me want to play the original Mortal Kombat just for that reason. So anyways, guys, enough story time.